have a walking track. This walking track is measured at an eighth of a mile in circumference going around. On the second level, you should be able to see children playing on any of the activities from almost anywhere on this track. It's 2 lanes wide. We are making it stroller and wheelchair friendly. Not all the indoor walking tracks in our area are friendly for that. They actually prohibit it. And I understand why, because of the clientele that they have, but we want it so mom can come in, the dad can come in, push the stroller, and enjoy that. And that's going to be free as well. The walking track is to be open for anybody to come in and enjoy whenever our doors are open. We're also planning on having an indoor playground for the kids. This is an actual image of one of the ones that we're considering. There's 3 different designs that we are considering. This is not for the little babies and toddlers. This is for the older kids from like 3 on about 12 to get in. It's a multi-story. We have 17.5 feet to the bottom of the rafters in there. And so we want to take full advantage of that with slides and stairs, etc. That will be a pay package to be able to play in that. However, we are planning on having a toddler-only playground that will be free, that will be open. I've been there with my kids when they were little, and it was nice just to get out, go to the mall, use their free toddler play area for a little bit. So they're not just strewing things about the living room. I've been there. My family's here tonight. I'm glad my wife and girls are here. They've grown up. They don't just throw stuff all around anymore, right? They're not the toddlers anymore. But I remember those days, and we want to make it special for people for that. Other attractions in the back, we're looking at a rock climbing course, both belay style rock climbing as well as bouldering. We're looking at party rooms. There could be several party rooms available that are adjustable in size. There could be activity packages, so you can rent the room, or you can rent the room plus one of the activities. So it could be a roller skating birthday party or a rock climbing birthday party, and that activity will be included in the price of having your event there. We're also looking again to partner with local restaurants for the food there. We're planning on having various themes. Like you can pick a theme for your birthday party or event, and then we'll change out the decorations to match that. And we'll have a range of themes for that. We're looking forward to collaborating. This is one of those areas we're looking forward to collaborating with Celebration Depot on. Then, of course, group activities, church groups, teen all-nighters, team building exercises. I know a church that recently spent $1,200 for one night, having to pay for 3 different facilities and busing the kids between the 3 different facilities to get them there. This will provide a one-stop place. They can come for one night and reserve the whole place and do their thing there for less than $1,200. So we're excited about that. Church groups, team building exercises, etc. Another opportunity is flat track roller derby. Anyone else know this was a thing? Yeah, it's exciting. I didn't realize how much. I was always thinking the old style, banked, wooden, WWE style kind of, But this is an actual sport. It's a flat track, and so you can use roller skating rinks, and our roller skating rink will be large enough to host a track. We could host a local team. This could be another sport for the adults. A lot of young adults like to play this because it's intense, it's physical, and I believe this will also bring people here because these teams travel for their games. They travel for tournaments. We'll have people from North Carolina, from West Virginia, from all over, can come here for those events, and that will be great for the entire community. Which will be great. And the elevated walking track will be a great way for people to get a good bird's eye view over everything, as well as down before. In fact, as far as I know, the Beckley team right now they don't have a place to play, so they're having to travel to Roanoke to use the roller skating rink there. They could come here. I think that would be great. And then, y'all have been very patient. We're getting to the end. Just some other activities we could actually fit 3 pickleball courts on the roller skating rink, and so that would be another good use of our space, especially pre-lunch, to have, if the members of the community, that's why I'm doing this meeting, I want feedback. We could provide that. Other special events that even don't use skates, like mom and me times for toddlers, and things out there we can do. STEM-based classes. Do you know that's a thing? Because you can teach Newton's laws of motion and other physics, and there's actual curriculum for roller skating rinks. And what you do is you do an hour of physics class there at the roller skating rink using roller skates and stuff, and then you do like an hour of free playtime for them to then go out there and enjoy it. I mean, what kid's not going to enjoy that activity? And then employment opportunities. We have a couple that are going to be full-time. We know starting off we're going to probably need between 10 and 20 part-time. Hopefully it'll grow from there as well. But we are especially looking forward to making a place for our high school and college kids. Even first-time job. Now, they can't be all the positions. But we want to provide a good working place. I've trained people in work before. And I want to train young people how to have a good work ethic in a job place, how to treat customers. I would like to have, a Chick-fil-A style customer service here, and hopefully then, as they go off to other places in their jobs, I don't want them to stay here forever, go off to other jobs, and they'll take that with them. We are planning on starting at $15 an hour. That's what I'm budgeting. I don't want it to be cheap. I want to attract good people, and I think it's going to elevate. It's going to elevate the job space across the county here. Then we get into expansion. There's actually more room, which is amazing. There's a lot of room in the Kroger building. However, there's a space behind the Kroger building. By the way, I can't get a hold of the people who own that property. The phone number's just ringing. If you know the people who own it, I think it's George and Terry Clemens. If you know, please let me know. I'd like to talk to them about that space. But then also the Halmo building. We've reached an agreement for the Kroger building. And now we're in discussion also for the Halmo building. Does everyone know what the Halmo building is? Back behind the food line? It's been empty for even longer. And it needs more work. More work from the Halmo building. So it's not something we could use right away anyway. And the landlord would really like to see us be successful with this first 31,000 square feet before we go to the back, which makes sense. And we're going to start with the front. But if we expand that there, and they are open to leasing that, then we would be able to do, and this shows some of it here, this idea of an indoor-outdoor electric go-kart track. Which, if you've done electric go-karts before, it's phenomenal. And the electric go-karts, we're looking at sourcing. We've talked to a company in Kentucky about that. They have go-karts, and we're pricing go-karts that are not only electric, they have interactive parts. It's like Mario Kart in real life. Like speed boost, and you can slow down other people so you can pass them. It's pretty crazy. Other options that some people have been talking to us about is evidently half of a trampoline park. I'm not sure what happened to the image here. But there'd be room for trampoline park. There would be room for indoor batting cages, full-length batting cages with the pitching machines. And there's so many other ideas that we could expand that. But as we come to the end here, we need to talk about where are we at now. I just want to make it very clear where we're at now. I think the boom is getting tired. A lot of ground has been covered in this last year plus. There's a lot of work that goes into it. You who are business owners, you know. Some people don't understand. Some people, one person asked me, has the work started? Yes. The physical work inside the building won't start until May. But because of our lease agreement stuff, but the work has been going on for quite a while. The aspect of customer discovery. We just got done with an interview of over 300 6th, 7th, and 8th graders, getting their opinions. Other individuals, communities. We've been able to negotiate the agreement with the landlords. We've worked out cost projections and P&L, so profit and loss, over the next 6 years. And we've tried to take the numbers very conservatively, but we've worked out the numbers. We've had other financial people double check the numbers. And this can happen. This can work. We've gone over building layouts, which has taken a lot of time. Hundreds of hours just in being there, measuring the facility. I appreciate the landlord's cooperation with that, talking with contractors, and then finding source for the equipment. Our next steps, where we're at right now then, is going to the architect to finalize the designs, because building permits don't just go on CAD designs. They want an architect, engineer to double check everything. Finalizing bids from contractors, another reason for having this meeting now. I would like to have more bids from local licensed contractors. The more we can do from local, as in this area, the better. I'm all about starting here and seeing what we can do from here. So if you have that information, or you're willing to participate in some way, or might, please grab one of those flyers and talk to me about it. Finalizing the finances, which I'm going to get to a little bit, and then get to the work, with Lord willing potentially opening January of 2025. Investment opportunity. And I know this is where some of the people are thinking, oh, this is where he's going to start asking for money. That's not the case. That's not the point of this meeting. This meeting, the point is to get information out and find collaborators. Is there an aspect for investment? Yes. And I want to share that because I could finance this externally. Or in other words, external to Allegheny County. For my own business, for Evo Limited, and this is not to brag, I'm trying to provide clarity and transparency. All right? And that is, I've already raised over $1 million in cash investments for my own company. You know, those kind of investors are out there. I have those kind of connections. But the ones that I know, and a lot of them are South Carolina, North Carolina, Northern Virginia, Michigan, etc. And I could go to them, and that's fine. They're great people, and we could make it happen that way. In some ways, it's simpler to get 2 or 3 investors that can put up all the money, along with the bank construction loan. We don't have to finance it all through investors. But here's what I'm thinking: if it's in those other places, then those localities, they benefit from the financial profit rewards directly. We profit from local payroll, tax revenue, and a fun place. But we locally don't get to enjoy the profit sharing aspect. You with me so far? So that's why, before I go to the other investors, I wanted to make it publicly known that I would be open to finding out who would be interested locally to take part in a profit sharing investment opportunity. To open it up here. If there's enough investment opportunities here, then we could go that route. Local people providing the cash for the down payment and working capital costs, and then the bank being able to provide the rest. We've already been talking for quite a while with Highlands Community Bank, especially, and a couple other backup banks, just to make sure we have all the funding there. But this is an opportunity for local people. It's not, again, I'm not coming to you saying, this won't happen if you don't give money. That's not it. It's going to happen one way or another. The question is if we're going to, people here, and like I said, Covington's our home, Allegheny County's our home. I want to provide this opportunity. That means that the local people could financially benefit from every tourist that comes here. That means that the local people will essentially get money back for every time they or their family come in and participate. It's essentially an active discount. And then you would have an active part in making this a reality. So the next financial steps as far as pursuing this financial option is a week from tonight. I've reserved the same space to meet here again. This is not going to be an open public meeting like this one. All right, this is only for those who are seriously interested. I'm not asking for a legal obligation or anything like that, but those who are seriously interested in financially being a part of this can meet back here at 6 o'clock next Thursday. Now, if that time doesn't work out for you, I would still like you to fill out the information so I can contact you separately, and we can find out how it might work or how you might want to take part. What we're doing then is on the back table, Miss Beth Woodson's at the back table there, and there are 2 pieces of paper I've prepared back there. One is a flyer specifically for you to have information about what we're going to talk about next week and kind of the gist of the plan, so you can be thinking about it for a week. The second one is an information-only form. I cannot stress this enough. It's not legally binding or anything. I just asked for contact information and then a range of dollar amounts that you would be interested in considering. And at the bottom, I made it very clear, there's no legal obligation by putting this here. You're not saying that you are going to provide it. I need to start finding out what kind of local interest there is to see if this is a viable option. But just to be clear, either way, this is going forward. This is not contingent on this. I just want to give our local people an opportunity, because the future is exciting with Mountain Bush. I'm excited about it. I hope you're excited about it. And Lord willing, it's coming January 2025. I believe it'll make this place better for the individual. I believe it'll make this community better for families. And I believe it'll just make the community better overall. So thank you. This concludes my presentation. You've been very patient, especially for those. Thank you, especially for those who I told earlier, yeah, it'll probably be about 20 minutes.